Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2026 Bumpty Open. Cards of the Heart and the Beefin 314 back with you to bring the second match of our first round, and it's a bit of a PvP showdown, as it were. It is the 5-seed tie, a mainstay in our LPS events since 2020. And on the right, our 8th seed is a brand new player with showing a very interesting way of capturing their game, Beefin. It is BlameJeux. Welcome to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners.
Hello and welcome back to Puzzle Games. Yeah, did some races with BlameJeux or Bowser or however, whatever they want to call themselves today. I love the CRT. It's like, it reminds me of when people would, like submit VHS tapes to like Twin Galaxies for their speedruns, and it just looking like that. I just love the vibes of what's going on. And I also love that BlameJeux, Bowser with a trouser, I love that you're here. So good luck to you today on this, battle of the PvPers.
Yeah, let's just call him Bowser to make it easier on ourselves. I know how some people get with foreign language sounding names, but yeah, it's nice to think that we have Bowser competing in our tournaments to beat Bowser. So this will be good.
Maybe one day I'll name myself K-Mac, but today is not that day.
All right, so we'll get these players on their way as they are starting on the easy level for game one. And yeah, I'm not gonna be. I may have a little trouble getting over how Bowser is doing their setup. This is like the FFR Pro way of recording video back in 2013. This is how FFR Pro used to do his speed runs.
Yeah, it's the vibiest vibe. But I went ahead and got out of the race room. Timers are going to start counting down. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a gap. Looks like it's going to be about 5.5, 6 seconds, and we're going to start this easy race right now.
All right, here we go. With this game one, 7 lines of garbage is probably going to be the goal for our players. Ty having a little bit of a struggle with that. Get some garbage cleared. We'll get a 21 as a result, but look at Bowser starting off easy with a 16.
Yep.
That is pretty nice. That is a pretty nice way to get things going.
Welcome to the LPS. We're glad you're here.
Indeed, we definitely have seen more than a few PvPers try their hand at speedrunning these games. So that's why Ty's here. That's why Yoshi is here. That's why some of our best players that have made their way through these tournaments have made their way in here. And like, don't look now. It looks like the early lead is with. Well, actually, they're kind of in a dead heat after 2 stages, Beefin. I'm kind of surprised how close this has been already.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, like, I think Bowser's maybe has a slight 1 second lead, but look at this. Just making sure that the opponent's topped off. They understand the assignment. They understand. They read the pamphlet. And look at this. 18 seconds from Bowser, and this dog could dig a hole and does dig a hole out of that.
What are we doing?
Bad dog. Bad dog. This is why I'm a cat lover. This is why I like cats more.
As someone who lives with 2 cats, I would have some serious questions about that. But look at Bowser. Bowser getting off to a 7 chain here.
That's 7 lines right
wasn't
there.
Quite timed well enough, but that will eventually take care of Wiggler, and that's really all you need here. I mean, if Bowser is cleaning up in the advanced level tournaments, and yeah, the easy level is probably a good showcase to see what they can do. Oh no,
Ooh,
Ty
and
needed
Ty's
one
not
more
topped
line,
off.
but Wiggler flattens out the stack instead of making the match. So that's going to cost them a little bit of time. And yes, Bowser will go for that 8 combo at the end of the chain. Okay. I have not been in recognition of BlameJeux Bowser's game, and we are starting to see it unfold right here as Ty has taken a little bit of time to top off these opponents, but Bowser doesn't even appear in easy mode, and Bowser's kind of killing it right now.
Yeah, for sure. Bowser has certainly taken my rule of 8s and 9s are the gateway to power in this run. Look at this, a 6 chain. That's really good. I think Bowser's gonna. Yep, gonna go for a 2 chain there. I love Bowser's willingness to continue to multitask. Ooh, as Blarg gets a frame perfect 2-6 there, but yeah. Bang, come on, yes. Oh, and don't look now. It looks like Ty's caught up a lot of time there. 16 seconds.
For sure, that time swing definitely even this match out a little bit better. It's still about 4 seconds in Bowser's favor at this immediate moment, but that can change very, very quickly. There's a little 7 combo in the middle of Ty's chain and a 6 combo in the middle of Bowser's. And cutting off the chain right there is Bowser. You try and get the garbage to fall. Well, Ty will finish with a 17. Bowser's gonna get... Oh no! 1 line short.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop, Jerry. Yep, there's a... Oh! Goes for the wrong match, but oh, the stars. Okay, stars don't align there. But yeah, Bowser's gonna lose the lead here.
So this is the opportunity for Ty to try and put this game 1 away. Not sure Ty was expecting this to be quite the challenge here. We'll get out of Raphael with a 20, getting close to 5.5 minutes entering the Cave of Wickedness. That will certainly do just fine. And something we tend to see from the PvPers who join us for the first time, they don't always recognize how much garbage is needed to beat all of these foes. So there may be a little bit of an adjustment period for Bowser to figure out just what it takes to beat these easier foes on a consistent level, although Ty's hook bill will definitely have you thinking otherwise about what it takes. That's a bit unfortunate.
That hook bill got really low there.
But Bowser definitely no stranger to knowing how to make combos and chains. Oh, there was a golden opportunity to make up a fair bit of time there. Oh, let's see. What's the margin looking like? This is going to be really close.
I think we're in a dead heat. Maybe 1 second.
I would have to call them dead even heading into the final stage. Unless BlameJeux started their timer 5 seconds late. This is going to come down to the Piranha Plant. Okay, Ty's making a 5 chain. The combos are not there, so that chain will definitely not be enough. Bowser definitely not opposed to going bigger. That's a 7 chain. Ty finishes with a 20.
No. Oh.
Gonna get a 654, but Bowser. We might have to do something about. We might have something to do with that, because I might have to make an executive decision about the time. I have the result here, and I'm still having trouble processing this. So sit down. This one might take a bit. Ty finished with his timer sitting at 6 minutes 52.4 seconds. I've got to add the 0.4 because this is how close it was. Bowser, BlameJeux, finished with 6:52.2.
Bang! Bang! Bang!
So, game 1 is actually going to go in the favor of our 8 seed.
Hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah! Let's go!
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. I should be impartial, but that just rules, man. That just rules, man. That's awesome.
It is stupid how close that got. I had to go back through the end of that multiple times to make sure. So by about 0.2 of a second, game 1 is in Bowser's favor, and it is Ty's choice of normal and hard for game 2, and let's just rip the band-aid off. We're going hard. So we'll get our players ready, and then we will start this game 2 with Ty behind the 8 ball, looking at his tournament life on the line with a very random level to play next. I feel like on paper this might be in Ty's favor, but I think I would have said that on paper for game 1. And that was not the case. So all bets are off, puzzlers. I have no idea how this race is going to go.
Especially with the increased game speed, you know, like, again, these players live in speed 10. So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm here. My body is ready.
And Ty starting off with a really fancy combo to start the chain. Was expecting the chain to go a little bit longer, but does recover nicely enough to pick up a 15-second time as a result. And Bowser having a little bit more trouble with getting this started. Maybe level 6 not being the one that he plays more often. Maybe the timing of that is throwing them off just a little bit. What do you think, Beefin?
Yeah, I don't know how much of a hard that Bowser's played, but to me, I think what's going on is there's just a big whiplash between easy and hard. Not only that, but hard is also Ty's best category. So yeah, Ty is definitely favored in this game, especially with Bowser not having topped off Bumpty. So yeah, I think Ty is definitely advantaged here in for game 2.
All right, there's Bowser topping off Bumpty in 25 seconds. Ty dealing with some garbage clearing from Poochie. Is gonna go through them in 25 seconds. So maybe there's an opportunity for Bowser to make up a little ground here. I love this 8-5 setup that Bowser just did. That was beautiful.
Doesn't see the 4-5, but still very, very nice attack. Bang, 15.
A much better Poochie than Ty had. And okay, Ty's having a little bit of struggle topping him off in one attack, so he's sitting through some garbage clears. That's wasting a little bit of time, like a few seconds at a time there. That will add up, and there's definitely some potential for things to go awry if that were to continue happening. Although Bowser having a little trouble with some of the inserts he's asking himself to do to continue these chains. Like level 6 speed is no joke to try and play around. Like, it took me, when I first started speedrunning this game, it took me months from after speedrunning Pokemon Puzzle League at level 4 speed to suddenly step up to 6 speed and be comfortable with that. So I don't begrudge anyone trying to get through this level and figuring out how to play it at this speed.
Yeah, not only that, but I remember like a very early critique of my game was I want to shout out 6 because 6 was the one that really motivated me to get better at it. Was, you know, like, I'm sure that Bowser is very much in the PvP mindset where it's like, well, most PvP matches will probably only last about a minute because of how fast it is. So you don't really have to think about, you're not thinking about counterattacking, you're not thinking about what's the next step. It's just like, well, I know that, you know, like, if I mess up, then I'm just gonna lose and we're just gonna go to the next game. You know, Six had a similar critique of mine. It was like, yeah, you can't just reset your troubles away in a race. And I think that's kind of what Bowser's experiencing right now. It's like, yeah, like, you have, like, part of this is like, yeah, first attacks, great. But what happens after it? That's the next question. So I think that's going to be, you know, like, as we're looking into their blog, excuse me, that might be, you know, the next improvement point for them going forward. Also, thank you, Six. I appreciate the critique. You definitely unlocked something in me, and I'm sure that everybody hates you for it.
Now. We want to step up to the challenges, not avoid them. And Ty is definitely stepping up to the challenge here with that 14-second Raphael. He will be entering the Cave of Wickedness at under 5 minutes. All the top players at this level would expect to get to this point. And Bowser, are we going to see a crush? Yeah, that's close. That's close to a crush, but we take it all the same. So there goes Lungefish in 24 seconds. And oh, hey, that's a 10 combo. You know, the combos, the timing, the precision, all of that. And an 11-second hook bill as a reward. Imagine getting rewarded for good play. Couldn't be the rest of us, but it couldn't be the rest of us. But there's Ty getting a creative combo and getting a reward out of it. Oh, Bowser, I saw you catch that as it fell for the 7-chain extension. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nicely done.
Might have to issue an apology to Bowser later for not recognizing their game.
Now, I think we're recognizing it pretty well. I think we're seeing, you know, definitely a new star coming up. So, this is definitely going to be the first of many improvements for Bowser. So, I'm very excited. Stay tuned. But yeah, Ty is taking care of business. 18 seconds on that piranha plant. Very nicely done.
All right, Bowser finds a 7-chain out of that. The combos were a little bit lacking, and it's going to be enough for a 17 hook bill. So if Ty does slip up from here, Bowser has a shot. Okay, Ty gonna leave this at a 4-chain, and it's well timed on the Kamek. That's a 12. Oh, that is so good. Ty is very much on pace for a low 7-minute time to really make a statement for Game 3. And we weren't expecting to see Ty be on the brink of elimination here, but he is fairly comfortably ahead right now. Seeing all the 4 combos that Ty loves to do. And I'm not sure I associate anyone more with 4 combos in this community than Ty. For the grid and the bed that comes with that. But there we go. Ty is done with Bowser, the in-game Bowser. In 15 seconds will officially lock in a hard time of 7 minutes, 13 seconds. And Ty recovers to even the set at 1 game apiece. That's a real masterclass there of how to play hard mode, even if the timing on the attacks was not always there. This Ty finding so many extra combos to make in those chains. Multiple 10 combos we saw in the middle of Ty's chains there, Beef. That may have been the part that excited me the most.
Yeah, that was super pretty. That was just... That's what I was talking about earlier about with regards to cursor speed. Ty and Bowser both very used to having very high cursor speeds at speed 10. So because of that, Ty was able to set up those 10 combos, sending 2 lines at a time, and big difference there. Big difference. Good recognition from Bowser to continue the chain. I think they saw the state of in-game Bowser's stack. Now there's gonna be a chain with these hearts here. Uh-oh. Don't Bowser, this is your next of kin. Don't do the same thing you did to Kanayo. Quit sending all these burgers.
Seriously? Okay, it went the wrong way. Oh, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I think I have an idea of what Bowser's actually doing with their timer. They're like giving themselves a 5-second countdown, but when the race actually starts. So you know what? For the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to count this one as an 8:49 officially.
We got some tournament jitters. It's okay. It's your first tournament. It's all right. You'll get used to it. Just playing more of them. Come on out.
All right. So we will go ahead and get Game 3 off on the normal level very shortly.
The timers are going to count down for the normal difficulty, so winner of this one is going to advance to the quarterfinals. Loser is going to go home with at least 1 point, so that's pretty nice. So good luck to the runners, and let's see what's going to happen.
Already quite the debut for our 8 seed Bowser, getting 1 point off of one of the best players in our community in Ty. So they've already left their mark on the League of Puzzle Speedrunners. We'll see what they will be able to do for this Game 3. And I see a big chain coming from Bowser. That's a 7 chain. That will definitely be enough to keep Lakitu busy. That's enough for a 16 compared to Ty's 21. We'll make sure to acknowledge that Bowser has a 5-second lead here, because when the race timer started, Bowser did start their timer at -5 seconds. So give the benefit of the doubt and show that their race timer is 5 seconds further away than it might actually appear. So far the early edge is with Bowser. It's only a couple of seconds at the moment, but both players are really trying to ensure that they get at least 6 lines on these early opponents. Normal mode does have a way to go a little bit crazy at the end, so bigger chains might be needed. 5 chain from Ty will keep Poochie busy as soon as they stop doing what they're going to do. I see a 5 chain also from Bowser.
Yeah, and a really nice stagger insert there from Bowser to, complete that 4 combo there. And showing pretty good proficiency with the game engine already. So, yeah, off to a decent start.
Ty a little sideways on how to start this chain. Tried to get a 7 chain out of it at the very end. Would have needed it to clinch that Wiggler win. And now Wiggler might, not quite have enough time to get to that clear. Bowser's going to need a couple more lines. Okay. little grounded catch there for 4chain. Probably to Bowser's detriment there, as Wiggler got time to get to that garbage clear. But definitely seeing some good things from Bowser so far in this normal race.
Yeah, and that's something that them and I have talked about with regards to speedrunning this. It's like, you know, like the frame perfect tricks, like I had to, you know, like learn, it's like, hey, you know, like you don't want to rely on them. And at some point I'm worrying that Bowser might be relying too much on the frame perfect tricks, but you know, so far, you know, they're hitting most of them, so not too shabby, but just needs to let all this combo garbage go.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing your runners will have to adjust to for this game. If you're gonna make a bunch of combos, you want them to come down as soon as possible. And if you're restarting a chain too quickly, then you're going to stop a lot of your combo garbage from coming down. So you gotta space out your attacks just a little bit to ensure that the combo garbage will fall. Bowser not quite able to do that with Froggy, and that wasted a little bit of time. Very unfortunate for Ty, as his Blarg got very low and managed to get a garbage clear out of it too. Bowser will end up with a much better Blarg as a result and will make up some time. Again, the lead is a bit closer than it actually appears due to the state of Bowser's timer. Ty barely getting that lungefish down in 17 seconds. Bowser needs a little bit more for their lungefish. That will do just fine. They're both hitting around 18 seconds, 15 to 20. It's a fine range to try and hit for normal mode. You'll probably get a low 7-minute time as a result of that. That's not too bad.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not good. Raven breaking Ty's heart right there, aligning those hearts, but gonna get out with minimal damage, just a 20-second, but Bowser has not sent enough against this Raven, and they're gonna pay the price for that.
All right. Ty is into the cave at about 5:13. Still on pace for probably like a 7:30-ish time, which could prove to be good enough here, as Bowser, BlameJeux struggling a little bit with Raphael the Raven. But, you know, if Ty gets more garbage clears like that, this race could still end up very interesting. But as it stands now, Ty has close to a 15-second lead on the Bowser, with Ty down to his final 2 stages of the run. So there's going to be a lot that'll have to happen for Bowser to pull off the upset of upsets.
Especially with not sending any more garbage. You gotta send garbage, because you know the enemy's not topped off, and they're just gonna keep clearing and keep down stacking. 29 seconds on hook bill is not great, but this 16 from Plant from Ty, very, very good. And yeah, gonna solidify that 1-stage lead going into K-Mech, the final stage of normal mode.
Ty is 1 stage away from escaping round 1, and I think we could all classify this as an escape on Ty's part, considering the scare that took place after game 1. Kamek has a tendency to get really low, though.
Uh-oh.
That's a garbage clear from Kamek. Probably not going to have time for anything else, though. And does not. And Ty will actually end up with a faster normal time than their hard time, which is always an interesting phenomena when it happens. Ty finishing officially with a 7:12. that will be enough for them to move on to the next round and play Wizard Person. So that should be a fun one between the two of them. Somewhat contrasting styles that those two will have, and shout outs to Bowser. That's BlameJeux. Shout outs to them for pulling this off.
Yeah.
Just good stuff.
Big ups to BlameJeux, Bowser with a trouser, whatever you want to call them. What an incredible first showing here for Tetris Attack. You know, taking game 1 against Yoshi, or not Yoshi, excuse me. I mean, taking game 1 against Ty, you know, like from the slimmest of margins, and really, really good showing today. And yeah, I agree with your assessment. Ty escaped this one.
All right. So with the times all set, Ty with a 7:12, Bowser with a 7:56. It is Ty taking home star number 2 and the win. Wow. That is crazy how close that was.
That ruled. That was an awesome match. Yeah, that was an amazing match. Wow. Nothing more. What else? What more is there to say? You know, that was just, yeah.
But, you know, there's nothing more to do here but make this result official. 2 games to 1. I don't think that's a result anyone's expecting, but I think we were all expecting Ty to move on to the next round, and Ty gotta flex on him. Gotta flex on that thing to
tell him something
to get us into the next round. So Ty will be moving on. We have got quite the foursome of opponents that we're going to be dealing with in the next round, Beef, and our quarterfinals are set. It is 3 versus 7, FFR Pro 21 versus Yuki Saka, and 4 versus 5, Wizard Person versus Ty. Are you hoping for any more close races like we had in that last round? Because I'm not sure my heart could take any more close races.
I mean, I'm on my second or third yerba mate, so I'm like charged up. So my heart's not supposed to take any more of this pain, but no, I gotta root for more high quality Tetris Attack action, especially with the 4 players we've got in the quarters.
For sure, and we're going to try and speed things along by getting these 4 players to play all at once, and we will see them go at each other in the popcorn pick format, where now V-Hard gets thrown into the mix. So there's about to be a lot more strategy in how our players proceed through these matches, and we will bring them to you right after this. Don't go anywhere. These matches have been close already, and we are ready to see a couple more of them in the Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2026 Bumpty Open.